If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
I guess I have to ask you a football question before I let you go. Avril, what's the story there?
Well, you got to pronounce his name right.
Oh, what? Averill?
Averill.
See, this is why I couldn't do radio in Detroit. That's why I'm in Baltimore. I can pronounce nada.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Right.
How do you, is it Halati?
Yeah, it's Halati.
Halati.
You got it.
Halati nada. Yeah. There's some there that you always get wrong, but yeah, I mean, obviously an important part of the success that we had this year.
Right.
He was a guy that was drafted actually before I got to Detroit. A lot was made of the Matt Millen era, but he left a couple pretty good party prizes of Calvin Johnson and Cliff Averill. But Cliff is a guy that's developed, a lot like a lot of the guys that the Ravens have. He's developed, he fits their system. Cliff fits ours. He's young, he's 26 years old. He put together 16 games last year. He impacted the game in every one of them. Had 11 sacks and had 7 or 8 forced fumbles, interception that sealed our playoff clinching win over the Chargers. So he's an important part. I think a lot's changed in Detroit. We went from 0-16 to being a playoff team, but a couple years ago we had a hard enough time getting rid of our bad players. Now we're trying to keep all our good players,
right?
And that's a good sign of the times in Detroit.
And this happens the same way in Baltimore. They look around and they say, we love Jarrett Johnson, we love Corey Redding, we love all these guys, but that's the thing about football. There is a salary cap. You can't just pay whatever money you want. It's not like the Tigers. You can't just throw huge contracts to both Miguel Cabrera and Prince Fielder and all these sorts of other guys. You do have a limit. You got to make those decisions.
Yeah, I think that's what makes the league so competitive. It's very difficult to maintain it for a long period of time. You have to make very tough decisions. You have to draft well over a long period of time. And if you can do that, then you'll be a franchise that has some consistency, even though you can't keep that roster together.
This is the final one. It's the hot seat question. Joe Flacco's agent says he deserves to be paid like a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Think Joe Flacco's in that sort of category?
I don't know. I'm worried enough about
I tried.
Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, and Jay Cutler, and those guys. I think you said before, you want to try to keep a consistent team over the long haul. You can't keep everybody. It's important to keep a quarterback. It's a good team. You look at some of these teams that have had good long runs. The New England Patriots. Even it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but Eli Manning with the Giants, 2 Super Bowl victories. He being here in Indianapolis, Peyton Manning for whatever it was, 12 years here in the Colts. Those are very important steps. Have continuity. You're not always going to be able to keep your 53-man roster together. If you keep your quarterback together and have a young guy in place, you can be good for a long time.
Anything you're willing to belt out before we let you go today? Can I get one more? I'm making it your choice too.
Now's not the play. That was spontaneous.
It was really good.
Because usually you guys would lead in with some Judas Priest on the bumper music coming in, and you didn't have any. And you guys were fumbling, and somebody said, "Well, I think we got some Charm City Devils," and so you guys were fumbling, so I let in.
You did our job for us.
I let in for you.
He's so good. It's a guy like that. Coach Jim Schwartz.
I heard they got some new stuff coming up this spring.
Yeah, they do. They do. And they did a cover of something recently that sounded really good. They had it up on their Facebook page. I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't a cover you'd expect to see the Charm City Devils do. I'll find it. We'll talk about it. All right. Jim Schwartz stopping by. What's your Twitter?
No, I don't even know.
You don't even know. All right.
Jay Schwartz Lions.
Jay Schwartz Lions.
I'm a one-way Twitter guy for the most part.
Right.
There's a person at the office that I either email or text them. They send out the Twitter.
Gotcha.
And then they only send select things back to me. Usually if it's like some old friend in Baltimore or View, they say, I went to grade school with this guy, I went to high school with this guy. They filter those through. But I don't have a lot of time to have a lot of interaction. But I sort of throw things out. Don't get a whole lot back.
You ever gotten a note back from like a celebrity that you thought was pretty cool?
A lot of those get filtered. I don't
you never see them.
Usually the ones, like I said, the ones I get back are, and it shows you how old I'm getting. It's usually somebody says, "My dad said he went to high school with you," or played Little League baseball with you, or something like that.
Yeah, but at least it's not the and I was was hanging out with Jimmy Haha recently from Jimmy's Chicken Shack, and he's like, it's starting to get weird when kids are telling me their parents are big fans. Like, that's a little bit, that's a bit much. I can handle a lot of things, but I don't know how I'm dealing with that. Jim, it's good to see you, Coach. We always appreciate you taking a few minutes. You've always been good to us.
All right, thanks for having me.
We'll take a quick break, come right back. More.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.